we just saw here in Helsinki at the end of the president's summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin was pretty extraordinary, even by the standards of Donald Trump. Putin has repeatedly denied meddling in the 2016 election. That's something that the U.S. intelligence community has said that he has done, that they have evidence, that they are very highly confident this is something that he did. And the president was asked, well, then who do you believe? And you had the president of the United States standing on stage in Helsinki, Finland, standing next to Russian President Vladimir Putin saying, you know, I'm not really sure.
So I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today. And
it was the first time that the two of them have scheduled a specific get-together in a place, but the two of them have met several times now. They've spent hours talking on the sidelines of summits, both in Germany and in Vietnam, and the president has said that he's brought this up with Putin, and we heard the same answer from him, that Putin has denied this, and that his denials sound pretty credible. Now, of course, Putin is an ex-KGB officer. It would be pretty extraordinary if Putin were to admit that he knew about it, that his government was somehow behind it. That's not the language that you would expect to hear from him. But still, this image of the American president standing on the world stage next to Vladimir Putin and questioning whether he believes his own intelligence agencies was pretty phenomenal. The president has also spent the last number of days and spent this morning tweeting. He woke up this morning ahead of his meeting with Putin and talked about, again, the Russian investigation and Russian-U.S. relations. And the president described U.S.-Russian relations as being at their worst point ever. And instead of blaming the election meddling, instead of blaming aggressive Russian actions such as the annexation of Crimea, the president instead went after the special counsel investigation. And this has been a trip where you've seen a pattern of the president really embracing the country's traditional enemies, something similar that you saw on his last trip where he had that summit with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. You've got a situation here where the president seems to be, and especially this is how critics frame it, really seems to be spending a lot of time undermining and criticizing America's traditional allies, people like Angela Merkel of Germany, Theresa May of the UK, and then kind of cozying up, or at least declining the opportunity to criticize traditional rivals like Vladimir Putin.
Thank you so much.